So I have this theory that when we want to achieve our goals, we have a tendency to over aim, right? So then it prohibits us from actually being able to completely follow through on the goal because we didn't have any transition time. So my theory is to have transition time before really starting into any new big chapter. So this November reset seems perfect to me for several reasons. One, because I feel like it's the perfect transition between now and the new year for whenever I want to start on very specific goals and like enter hopefully a new chapter of my life. And I will tell you why in a little bit because I have like life updates, but also the November reset in general because it's also great because we just got back from South Africa, which that's a lot to unpack, but this is neither the time nor place, which is fine. But I also am just recovering from food poisoning. So I feel like there's a lot of signs to create this November reset and I'm really excited and really energetic also because I just met up with someone and I'm quite naturally an extrovert, so I just have a lot of energy right now, which is great. We love that, and I hope to like pass it on to you through the screen because I don't know, sometimes I just need motivation and I turn to YouTube videos and I find it there. So I hope that I can give that to you today as well if you are also wanting to do a November reset, because there's so many things to do to kind of like, I would say like fill up my cup for November and also to set myself up for success for November because I have a lot of things that just need to get done, just a lot of things. So we are gonna do that today. I actually have a meeting in like 10 minutes, but like I just wanted to stop for a moment and hydrate and also like tell you to hydrate because you probably need to hydrate, like we all probably do and we mostly forget, so hydrate. Today has already been such a great start to my, let's just call it like a wellness reset. I had like a super slow morning. I find that turning on music like immediately, I feel like it calms my nervous system. I feel like really good. Alex Rainbird is my favorite for any kind of just like chill playlist to put on in the background. Like even when guests are over, I put on like this coffee house playlist. It's always so cute and I really like their concept as well because they usually put like smaller artists on their playlist and they're all so good. I love the Christmas one, the fall one, like they come out with a new one every season. And now I'm here. I came in the bathroom because I was like, you know, my skin feels really dry, probably also from all the travel and the season changing and stuff, and put on this Kind Planet Company Apply Anywhere. Hydration and protection is needed. Uses a moisturizer, cleanser, or mask to soothe dry skin, tame eyebrows, beards, nourish lips, and highlight cheekbones. I'm literally almost out. Like I have like 2 uses left. It's not very much. So I definitely want to get more of this, and I just saw that they have a body oil as well. So I might get this and the body oil and then add that into my skincare routine. But yeah, I just put that on, let it sit, and I did my eyebrows. I'm going to work this afternoon. So if you don't know, I'm currently a nanny, but I have news, and that is I am quitting, or at least I'm quitting being a full-time nanny. I have been volunteering at a nonprofit for the last half year and it's been just going really well. I've clicked with everybody and especially the director. Like we've been working on quite a few things together since I've joined, and it's been a very natural and organic deepening of the relationship and of my like commitment with them. So I'm actually going to be working with them full-time starting in January. So I'm like really excited. That's like part of my big news. As part of like what I'm gonna be incorporating into like the theme of my transition time. I really am excited and ready for a new chapter in my life, like especially career-wise, but also like personal growth-wise. And I can take the rest of this year to, you know, obviously transition also with the children. Like it's very hard, you know, to leave a family that you've been with for a few years, and so like I'm gonna give that like the time and space it needs, but I'm also just really looking forward to this new chapter. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a few minutes to stretch and to hydrate. Obviously the apartment is a mess, that's why we're doing a reset, but I just wanted to acknowledge it. It's not super aesthetic today, but it will be by the end of this video, I do promise that. So In 2024, whenever I start my new job, whenever I feel like I'm gonna enter a new chapter and I'm all romanticizing my life, I think about like what I really want to be doing every day starting in January, right? And because I have a new job, I can have a new routine. Like the last 2 years, I've been waking up at 6 a.m. and just not having any energy. But in the new year, I can wake up later. I have more time in the morning. So I want to start now to incorporate my little physical wellness habits so that by the time the new year starts, I feel familiar with it. I feel like confident that I'm gonna be able to do it. I'll trust myself a little bit. And my theory with this is I'm starting so small. I'm starting so small. All I'm doing is stretching for 5 minutes using my foam roller, very basic strength. And all I mean by that is I do a total of 2 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna show you my push-ups, but I know it's bad, okay? I know. Okay, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, but this is where I'm starting, okay? Okay? That's where we're at. If you're watching this and it's like already 2024, then go there and check my progress. And if I still can't do push-ups, you better leave me comments because I need some accountability if I'm still not doing push-ups next year. So I also just do this like side to side thing for like probably like 30 seconds or a minute, and then I'll just do like 5 sit-ups. And sometimes I do tricep dips, but it's mostly whenever I'm sitting for a long time and I'm like, oh, I need to do something with my body. So I'm already gonna be done with this. I'm gonna just do, I guess they're like crunches. 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, that's literally all. It took me actually 2 minutes since I started filming, so that's all I do right now. I really want to start trying to get past the initial resistance, again, without too much force. I really like the idea of like listening to your body and like listening to what you need and like doing it. And I want to talk about that more, especially closer to the new year. We really need to get into the other parts of this reset because otherwise I'm going to start procrastinating. We've got this. We've got our sweet Molly chilling. Even like we didn't clean up after dinner. Like I had to sell something on Vinted this week, so that stuff is out. There's just crafts and oh my goodness, my little secret. There's a lot of clothes that we need to get rid of. The new bedroom is still beautiful. It's actually, like I've said before, quite minimalistic in the sense that there's not actually always a ton to clean up, so that's good. Kitchen and bathroom. This time though, the office isn't too bad. So all in all, that's what we're working with. It is such a gloomy day. So I think that's also like part of the reason why I just don't feel like doing a bunch of stuff. I just feel like chilling, putting on cozy music, planning and everything. But yeah, like I said, we just gotta get this done. And I'm gonna start in the kitchen. It's always a good warm up. I'm gonna put on some cozy slippers and yeah, let's just stop procrastinating and let's do it. So it's about 11 o'clock now. I finished cleaning the kitchen and did some other random things around the house. And I realized that I only had a banana for breakfast this morning, so I'm getting kind of hungry already. But I'll just make this HelloFresh meal that we have. I feel like it's such a wholesome, nutritious, yummy lunch to do. So it's curry noodle soup with coconut milk, and again, also not with meat, so this one is a vegan one. I really want to get more into how I feel about like the meat, like going vegetarian and like veganism thing, because I've had many confronting moments in South Africa, but one of those being my sense of justice for not only people but also animals. I saw things that I just like can't ignore. I'm not actually against like eating meat as a human, I'm just like against the way that it's done and not wanting to contribute to that. So I think like navigating that will be definitely a challenge, but I'm doing what I can at the moment. So I am going to really do my best to go throughout the rest of the year completely vegetarian. Like I really want to do more research and figure out like what kind of food will work for me in terms of all that. I have mentioned before on any, I think, big topics like sustainability or doing your part in terms of like advocacy for inclusion or anti-racism or equity, or, you know, let's say it's now veganism, like we don't need one person just doing everything perfectly, because that's where all the pressure comes in. We need a lot of people, millions, doing things imperfectly, like, and that's the only real way to like make a change. So that is what I'm doing, especially after the food poisoning, which was from meat, by the way. I just felt like it was a natural transition, so we are gonna make this. It looks delicious, so let's make some lunch. That is so good. So the recipe didn't call for lime, but I definitely recommend adding a spritz at the end because I really think it brings it all together, like that little bit of acidity. Also, I ran out of sriracha, otherwise I would probably use that as well. But this is seriously so good. I would 10 out of 10 recommend. Lunch is eaten. It was delicious. The house is in a very good state. Not everything is done, but I got to a really good place. Very proud of myself. I liked cooking and then like cleaning little things in between. That was like really helpful.
Hello. Do you want to say hi?
This is Jack, for those of you who don't know. Whoa, he's the sweetest. He's very naughty. Like, he always wants to jump on to the counter every time that I'm cooking. Back to the point. So I'm a very extrinsically motivated person. So for example, if the apartment is clean and cozy and aesthetic, I'm much more likely to get out of bed and do something that will be beneficial to me because I'm like in a good headspace. I've like set myself up for success. I see results, I see things going on, and that like cues me to do something else. I was thinking, okay, what do I need to be able to get that like extrinsic motivation or like get that cue for myself? And I really feel like for me, it's gonna start when I wake up. Like, the house is gonna be clean, most likely like 8 out of 10 times, okay, because I'm gonna have a system, by the way. And then I'll get up and then I'll grab an outfit, I'll put it on immediately and then go out there. Again, this is like all whenever I start my new job and I'm at home in the mornings. So this is all like for January. So without further ado, we are going to start on my, let's just call it dream wardrobe for now. So we're going to start on my dream wardrobe, and especially if I sell clothes now. I have always struggled with Vinted in the sense that like I'll get something and I don't like it, so then I have to like resell it on there. But I think I just have to like accept that that's part of the process, since I don't like to shop outside at fast fashion stores and stuff. I just figured like I'll just be part of this. Like this process works for now. It's like inconvenient sometimes, but it doesn't really matter in the big picture. Like I think it'll be good to even think just like, oh, I might like this piece now and maybe not in a few months anyways, and then it's fine. I'll just resell it on Vinted and then use that money to buy something new, so that I'm keeping kind of like the same amount of clothes in my wardrobe after I purge and have a good basis. Let's start building our dream wardrobe. To find my style, which has been an ongoing process, by the way, for years now, I have been really recently turning to Pinterest and looking up like fall aesthetic outfits, and I will save all of those under a board, and then I will continuously look at them whenever I'm looking on Vinted and see if I can find like comparable, very staple pieces that I can like kind of recreate the outfit with. So that's kind of been my focus at the moment. Okay, this plant needs to move. This is already looking so cute.